Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make your own wonton soup. So yummy. Now I'm going to start by making up a fresh stock. Now you don't have to do this, you can actually go out to shops and buy pre-made stock if you want. You can use vegetable or chicken stock. I'd personally use chicken stock for this, but I'm actually going to show you how you can make your very own stock. And stock is just basically boiling up the bones of, if you want to do meat stock, just boiling up bones and a bit of meat in water for a good hour and a half until all the flavour comes out of it. Now I'm using just a couple of chicken drumstick legs, okay, and these have got all the meat on them still, which I'm not going to be using actually in the wonton soup, but I'll keep it for later. Now I've got a couple of, these are pork ribs, so I'm using chicken and pork in there. So let's pop those all in a bowl. To that I'm going to add just a couple of slices of ginger, not too much, I don't want it to be too strong, and an onion, so I'm just going to cut in half, and again that just flavours the water. Now I'm going to add 2 litres of water. Messy. Okay. So, look at that, and I'm just going to bring this to the boil. Here we go. Once you bring it up to the boil, I'm going to cover it and leave it for an hour and a half just to simmer away. While your stock is boiling away, you can get on and make the filling for the wonton. So I'm showing you how to make minced pork and prawn wontons. Obviously I've got a few friends that can't have pork, so you could just do prawns if you wanted, or possibly you could even use some minced chicken. Now this was a large spring onion. It's about 1/4 cup, which is finely diced. A teaspoon, a big teaspoon, teaspoon and a half of finely minced ginger. So 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, so 1½ of sherry or rice wine. Now we want to use, just to bring this all together, we're going to use some corn flour. So now we just mix all that together. Now the filling is ready, we can make our wontons. So for that, you need to get yourself some wonton pastries. Now these can be found in your local Chinese supermarket or Asian grocers in the fridge department or the freezer, so check there as well. Now it's really easy to make these up. A good tip whilst you're making them is to have a damp cloth ready. I always have a damp tea towel to cover my wonton pastries with, otherwise they might dry out and they'll be hard to handle. Now to fill these up is very easy. Oh, where's my chopsticks on? There we go. Now you need to put a small amount into the pastry. I'd say just a very small teaspoon size. Now you need a bowl of water, and that is where you're going to just dampen the edges. I'm going to show you how to make a couple of different versions of wontons. So the first one is called the nurse's cap, and this is the more traditional way of folding your wontons. So a little bit of filling in the middle. Ooh, there we go. Really not too much, okay? Don't get overexcited. These are just small little bite sizes. Now dampen the half of the casing, that's all you need. Now fold it in half so that it all sticks. Now just squeeze the air out from around the outside. So we're going to dampen just a couple of little corners, that one there, the top of that, and also the underneath of the other side. Now what we do is we fold it, and you actually fold towards you, okay, and then we attach those 2 corners together like that, and there you have little wonton. Nurse's hat. That one's a bit fat, but never mind. You get the idea. Now, if you can't get your head around that way, there's another really easy way, which a lot of people do quite often, and that is a bit of filling in the middle, seal all around the edges there, and then just bring it together and twist it all round. Some people do it like that because that is also very easy. You just need to make sure that the top bit there is sealed so that nothing comes out. That's another way. That's kind of like the easiest way. Keep going until you've used up your fillings and your pastry. I'm going to pour this stock through a sieve into a bowl and basically catch all the kind of meat and onion and bits like that, because I don't want that. Ooh, I don't want that in my soup. Right, now we're going to save this for something else. I like to make spare ribs actually out of the pork, so I just marinate them and put them like under a grill, which is very nice. Now I'm going to pour the stock back into your pan. I'm going to add a few more ingredients to my stock because I like my stock to be really quite flavoursome. So I'm going to add a bit of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon. This is light soy sauce, by the way, not the dark one. About a teaspoon of sesame oil. Teaspoon's worth sesame oil. Now I'm going to pop in half a chicken stock cube. I haven't actually added any salt so far. So the stock cube gives it the kind of saltiness, which I like actually. Now, we're going to add some spring onions. So I've chopped up some lovely spring onions. And also a pinch of white pepper. There we go. White pepper actually makes it taste. It gives a little bit of like a fieriness almost to it. And it just really adds that extra something special that you need. So let's just boil this up again. It's nearly ready. I'm just going to boil it for about another 5 minutes. It's practically done now. I like to cook my wontons in a separate pan of boiling water. You don't have to do that, but basically I like to get rid of all the excess flour that's on the pastry and whatnot. 1, 2, 3. Make sure they've got enough space. You don't want to overcrowd them. Okay, now they're going to sink to the bottom, and when they're cooked they will rise to the top, but a rough estimate is about 5-6 minutes. They'll be done. Right, wontons are cooked. Now wontons, once they're cooked, I'm just going to take them out. Pop them in my bowl. Okay. And now I just spoon in some of my soup. A couple of spoonfuls of soup. 3 spoonfuls of soup. And I like to add a few more extra spring onions in after. And there we have your very own wonton soup. I think that's kind of perfect. Lovely. You can add mushrooms to this if you want. Very good. And it's just super healthy. So I hope you all really enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts. Always love to hear from you. And happy Chinese New Year. Gong Yi Fa Toi. It's the year of the dragon, 2012. So I hope you all have an amazing year. Keep in touch, and yes, thank you very much for watching. Mwah.